A great number of people were dissatisfied with the budget, and they don't know where to go with this. Well, Jay Goldberg might know where to go because he's here, and I want to speak to him about that, because it seems that people were dissatisfied with what the government planned. And how do we fix that? Should there be an election, do you think?
It's possible there will be an election. We have to see ultimately what the NDP is going to decide. I think that's going to be the deciding factor. But in terms of whether or not there should be an election, I would say if you look at the polls, you're probably going to get similar to what we have. And so that's, if we're going to have an election, we could end up in the very same place. And that's because Canadians are very divided.
That's always the case, though, when you have an election. We don't know how it's going to be going. But I mean, if there was an election called, would that not at least start a debate among Canadians as to what we should do to try to get out of this mess? I mean, I don't know how that's going to pan out.
I think we should have a debate. I think we should have a debate about the fact that we've had 7 months of Prime Minister Mark Carney. Tariffs are up everywhere. We haven't had a single tariff reduced. So he's not been the indispensable man to deal with the United States, as he said he was. And that was really the reason that he was elected. So even though the polls seem to be similar to where they were in the last election, it is worth having a conversation about he hasn't accomplished what he set out to do. The budget was very underwhelming. We need to build big things in this country, and we need to get shovels in the ground. And I don't think Mark Carney's the man for the job.
But he is the man who said, we need to build things in Canada. We're going to create a Canada where Canada works again, where Canada builds things. So then between what he is saying and what he was hoping to accomplish and what clearly most people are saying he didn't accomplish, does that not mean then that he's not up for the job?
I think it might mean that he's not up for the job, or it might mean that he's been captured by the Liberal caucus. I mean, don't forget, the Finance Minister, François-Philippe Champagne, was a key guy in the Trudeau government for 10 years, and he's the guy helping to shape this budget. This is Mark Carney's first budget. Champagne's been around for 10 years. So how much of this budget was really a Champagne budget, and how much of it was a Carney budget? I think that's a fair question.
Well, it's a fair question, too. And, of course, there are all these other Trudeau ministers around who are saying everything's just hunky-dory. So are you then suggesting that if we don't have an election, we're just going to be going down the same old tired road for maybe the next few years?
That's exactly what I would suggest. We haven't seen big projects announced. There's no progress with the Ring of Fire. There's no progress with new pipelines. There's no progress with big projects getting things done. There's a lot of rhetoric, a lot of pro-Canadian rhetoric in that budget speech, but not a lot of substance. And so it certainly looks like we will be going along the same road, the same deficit road. The deficit is double what was forecast earlier this year. So it certainly seems that we're going down the same path. And if we don't have an election, we could end up with another few years that look a lot like the last few years.
Maybe we should pay more attention to what the premiers are saying, like Ford, like Smith in Alberta.
Right, and they're saying we need to build. Ford says we need the Ring of Fire. Smith says we need a pipeline.
Tell them to get onto it. Jay, thanks very, very much. 3 minutes. Thank you for watching another analysis of the issues that impact Canada. Trudeau is gone. We have to rebuild the country. We need independent analysis. We need debate. We need thought. So please keep us on the air. Subscribe, donate, become a member, because God knows Canada needs rebuilding.